last call. So I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. So I'll just try to go right there in the back.
Hey, so I go to UAB as well, so go Blazers. But I was just wondering, you mentioned like winning over the 50%, which is going to be extremely difficult in Alabama. So what do you say to the people who question things like why you voted for Hillary Clinton or where you stand on like immigration and the whole Walt situation?
Okay, the question is that former Blazer wants to know, how do I get to 50% when I voted for Hillary Clinton, and how do I feel about immigration? So let me tell a couple of quick stories. Number one, I did vote for Hillary Clinton for president. And I'm often asked that, and there were several reasons, but there's probably one big one that I think about. And that is, there's two people on the face of God's green earth that can destroy humanity, and one of them is the President of the United States. And I certainly felt that Secretary Clinton certainly was a better choice in that regard. The second thing is, what about issues like immigration? Let me tell you a little bit about that from a mayor's perspective. That issue is continuing to be demagogued because they know the polls well. But it's time that Winston Churchill said the truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, and ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. So let's talk some truth about immigration. I've been mayor of one of Alabama's largest cities for nearly 13 years. We have seen significant crime reductions in Tuscaloosa, in fact, as we're growing. Not one time has the chief of police, and I talk to him probably twice a day, we have weekly and bi-weekly crime stats meeting, ever said, Mayor, we got to do something about immigration. Not one time. Now, certainly, we've got to keep our borders sovereign. And certainly, there has to be a legal path of entry into our country. But this issue has been blown up to divert you. Because they don't want to talk about the number of state troopers on our highway. Do you know there were 38,000 fatalities last year, accident fatalities in the nation, and 1,000 of those were in the state of Alabama? Our death fatalities have gone up 155% since 2010. Think about that. I wouldn't want to talk about it either. And that's why you saw last week, the first thing Governor Ivey attacked me on had nothing to do with my education policy, had nothing to do with my Medicaid policy, had nothing to do with my infrastructure policy, had nothing to do with my mental health policy, had nothing to do with how we're going to solve the opioid crisis. It was about, I voted for Hillary Clinton. I feel sorry for them. I absolutely feel sorry for them. Because when you become governor of the state of Alabama, you're governor of more than just a party. You're governor of the people, Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. Any other questions that you may have? Yes, ma'am. The question is, what do we think of the possibility of the reversal of Roe v. Wade? I don't believe that's going to be a possibility in the near future, regardless of the Senate's decision on confirmation. Certainly, though, ultimately time will tell by what decisions are made by the court. But from what I've read, as much as I can read about that, I don't believe that's going to be an issue in the future. But certainly, ultimately, the confirmation hearings that are coming up, I know just from reading